Hey y'all, Monarch here. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the event from just now. Monarch, in the past, I hope that you didn't get absolutely swept and destroyed in your event. But yeah, hope it was fun for y'all. Hope y'all had great experiences and yeah, got to enjoy our MFC pools and see me suffer as well. But yeah, so last year we did this thing where I went through all the events in the year and I thought, yeah, let's just do something similar for this year as well. But at the same time, I just wanna reflect on the year itself and like how it's been for me and like how I've changed over like the past year of streaming. So yeah, I say we just jump right into it. Starting off in December, really didn't do much other than the setup review stream, which was the last stream that I did before I went off for the year. And then I came back in January and literally got my top play even to this day. 11 months later, I have not been able to beat it. Testament to my skill, but yeah, it is what it is. And then we also introduced MFC tier list, so that definitely helped you guys to match up and get some pretty fair and pretty close fights, to be honest. And next up we have February, which had the Valentine's Day event. It was literally conceived on the day itself in like the afternoon while I was at the barber shop. I was not planning an event before then, but I was like, today is Valentine's Day. I'd rather just spend my time with you guys, I think. And it seemed that you guys really enjoyed that. So if you want to relive those memories, well, there is a video coming out for that. Just wait until next Valentine's Day. We also hit the milestone of MFC M50, which was made even crazier by Trebi deciding to 1v4 for that one particular MFC. Not something that you particularly see in every tournament, but welcome to MFC. And the following month, things for MFC started to pick up even more in March, because then we held the Demonical vs MFC event. Well, we kinda did deliver on Demonicals because to decide to 1v everybody, but I think the execution could have been done a lot better. But still, it was pretty fun as a concept. And it was also that same month that I decided to pivot my content on YouTube away from just doing clips as videos to doing shorts instead. Besides, I mean, since most of the time I'm just posting clips, putting the clips on shorts seemed like a better home for them. And then in April, my OSU supporter was running out. So I decided, hey, let's be generous. Let's do the supporter top-up event, where if you just came by and you didn't have supporter, I'll just give it to you. Because I just want to be generous with like what resources that I have. So yeah, that's how that event came out to be. And I'm glad that you guys really enjoyed it as well. I mean, so did I. There was some really good plays that came out of it as well, which I still enjoy. Then the next month, I think things started to slow down a little bit. I took a step back from streaming, just focus on myself and focus on my mental health, which in hindsight, I think it was worth it. But in the meantime, I also worked on and managed to successfully launch the rebrand for Monarch. Remember that profile picture? This is it now. So, if you guys weren't here during that era, now you know. Generally, I just wanted to shift the brand vibe to something more cool, something more calming than like, at least from what it was before. And then in June, to my absolute horror, one of my school modules required me to download and post on TikTok. So I had no choice but to start and open up the TikTok. I didn't really like the culture of TikTok and the type of content that's posted there, but I mean, if I have to get the grade, I kinda have to get the grade, so I had to, use it. Like, after the module has ended, I've just completely not opened or touched my TikTok app like whatsoever. Will I return to TikTok? Who knows? But right now it doesn't really align the direction of the Monarch brand, so yeah. And then here came July, where things really started to pick up in terms of events. We had our first ever collaboration with other streamers, being Teddy's Osu Tater Training. So basically, I try to farm as much as possible, and the person who farms the most wins. Unsurprisingly, I'm almost last. My ass can't farm, even until now, man. So last year, if you recall, on my birthday event, I also launched MFC Open. So with the day of last year's event coming around, MFC was celebrating its 1 year anniversary. And even until now, I honestly can't believe that we've been doing MFC for almost 1 year, and we're still pumping out map pools, we're still attempting to get people to schedule. Please do so, by the way. But it's honestly been a really wild ride of just running a tournament for an entire year, not just 2-3 months on every weekend. This is just consistent effort over a long period of time. Something which I honestly wasn't expecting to be able to pull off, but with the support of the staff, I'm grateful that we are here. Hey, you got to play some of their posts today, and I think that's just a testament to how fun they are even after this amount of time of us doing MFC. And with last year's birthday event being MFC Open's 1 year anniversary, that basically meant that my birthday was around the corner, which we redid the event, but bigger and better. But not only did we celebrate my birthday for the month of August, we also celebrated Singapore's birthday for a Singapore community-based event. If we had known we needed permission to do 16 players, I think we would have gotten it earlier. But other than that, hey, everybody had fun. So I consider that an absolute success, especially considering the previous MFC event we had was Demonco versus MFC. This was leagues ahead, way better than that event, for sure. And then for the month of September, I helped to host U2 LAN. Since it was a private event, I won't give out too many details, but I just feel really fortunate to be given the opportunity to help to host and get a look behind the curtain at how most LAN tournaments are being held. But hey, maybe in the future, MFC Live. That exposure will definitely help. In October, our YouTube was the first to hit the milestone of 500 subscribers, so we held the Clip Farming Challenge. And wow, that event was way out of proportion from what I was expecting. I only expected it to be one day, like you guys sent me emails, I just close it within the day, but no, the overwhelming support of you guys had kept the event going for 4 entire days. And lots of events happened in between as well, so I'll be really excited to actually make a video about that. And hey, it's still technically even going on until now. I'm still editing the clips, I'm still posting them. So yeah, go ahead and support your favorite clip for the community vote. Now came the second collaboration of the year, Eat My Tofu Spooky Week collab, where we played Hunted Souls and got scared the shit for the most part. I mean, the game was pretty much in still early development, so a lot of stuff wasn't really, you know, completely fleshed out, I would think. But still, a really fun experience. And that brings us to today. With a combined following of almost over 1,000 people, thank you guys so much for making this entire year so eventful, so memorable, and yeah. So now on to some of my thoughts about this year. I feel the biggest change between this year and last year is definitely me wanting to become more of a creator. Because it's whenever I always tell people that I'm a streamer or a content creator, those two words don't exactly mix. Because in my mind, it's one thing to be somebody who just sits down and play games all day just in front of a camera for people to see, and somebody who actually attempts to innovate, attempts to ideate, and attempts to make, well, entertainment out of intention or rather than just passivity. So I guess that has really driven me to do a lot of things which I did this year, more events, and then also bring in my MFC as part of some of these events as well. And that's definitely also pushed me to go into a lot of different fields which I didn't think that I'd be super interested in, like say graphics design, creating banners, doing animated graphics, or even to an extent recently, well, cosplay, just making the blades, sheath, all that sort of thing. It's just something which has motivated me to just make things, create things, to create value out of nothing in a way. And yeah, I guess that has been the biggest change for me this year. As for what motivates me to continue doing what I do, I guess to me is that I want to be an inspiration to y'all. Like, I don't want to be just another guy on the internet who you watch, who swears everywhere, who just does the most abhorrent, most brain dead things so that you can gain numbers, so you can gain clicks. I want to be that guy that like shows that you don't have to be that sort of wild and crazy sort of personality or have to do that sort of content in order to make an impact on people. So I just want to be a good role model to y'all. Because admittedly, no matter what size you are, no matter who you are nowadays in the digital age, we're all influencers in some way. So I feel that it's at least my responsibility that as a creator, I want to be able to make sure that the way I portray myself, the way that I create content is something which can be looked up to. And maybe even pushes you guys to make a positive impact on this community or just be inspired to do something similar. And I guess behind that, there also comes a certain change in my attitude towards streaming, like over the past year. So usually always with content creation and always with streaming, it's always the big numbers, the follows, the subs. It's not wrong to, well, overemphasize on those, but I think it's one thing to chase those numbers, but it's also another thing to find meaning behind the number in a way. Because to me, I feel that I would rather much be content with what I have and content with the growth that I have right now than to chase the number and do things which are completely out of my character, completely against my morals, just so that I'll be able to raise that big number. Like, everything I have is God-given. I don't deserve anything, and especially for online platforms, to think that you deserve anything is pretty much just arrogant. You kind of have to show it, you kind of have to prove it. And to me, the fact that I have anything at all, especially built up like over like the past 2 years, I'm extremely grateful for. So to me, I guess I've come to terms with the fact that I may not be able to stream as many hours as other people and may not have the same capacity to do things as other people, but I'd rather build a community which I can be proud of than to build a big community which I hate. And I guess comparing myself with other people has also been something which I have started to do less and less as well. Considering how everybody is different. Maybe different time zone, different target audience, that sort of thing. To measure my growth against other people's growth is not really a fair way to do things, I would think. Of course, there can be some things to learn, but just that we're not given the same exact playing field, and that we may have different motivations and goals with regards to what we want to do on this platform. And with that, at least for the coming year, that's what I continue to aim to do. I continue to aim to build a community that is, well, sustainable and at least kind of tight-knit. I don't aim to see the community grow explosively or grow really, really quickly, although if that happens, then yeah, God bless, thank you so much. But at least for me, I would rather much the community be something which I can be proud of and something which I can say that I had an impact on rather than it be, well, inauthentic. And along with that, of course, I need to be, I need to continue to remain true to myself because, of course, as you do it more and more, as time progresses, you will grow in some way, shape, or form, especially in, well, the metrics. So no matter how it grows, whether I grow slowly or whether I grow quickly, I still want to keep the heart of it intact at least. I still want to be able to be that positive influence for you guys, to be that comforting streamer that you guys can just come on to chill with and yeah, just have a good time with. What's the point if I just gain the world and lose my soul, am I right? And of course, I do want to reach out and collab more with other people. I want to meet new people, see what their stories are. I do want to have fun with other people and to just bring my energy to their streams as well. So if any of you guys out there watching or also happen to be streamers, hey, hit me up. I'm always open. And of course, I do want to improve the experience of MFC for everybody. If Season 2 may be right around the corner actually, with about 5-ish MFCs that we haven't like completely finished yet, well, MFC is going to be changing a little bit. I won't say how, but things definitely have to change from the way that they are. And I'll be working closely with my team behind the scenes to make sure that we'll be able to bring you a sustainable and hopefully ongoing calendar and not have so many big breaks. That's what I hope for at least for MFC for like the next year. And of course, last but not least, no matter what I end up doing, no matter what kind of content I choose to put out, I still hope that you guys will be there to support me through it all. Because to me, the way that I live my life isn't necessarily very normal. So I want to bring you guys along with it. I want to be able to share this experience with y'all as well. And with that, that's it for year 2. I'll look back on this video in year 3 and see how things have changed, whether I've hit my goals or whether I've gone way surpassed them. And no matter what I end up doing in 1 year's time, I still hope to be a blessing to y'all. Streaming has honestly changed my life for the better, and I want to give back to this community. For all its ups and downs and questionable moments, you guys still have a special place in my heart. Thank you guys so much for being a part of my community for the past 2 years, or even if you've only been here for 1 year, 1 week, 1 day. Thank you so much for choosing to support me on this wild journey on the internet. So yeah, I'll see you guys next stream, next event, whenever else. God bless.